Arya, a 23-year-old girl who lives with her mother, Nkem, a former dancer. In the small village of Ama, Nkem once danced for the gods themselves, but a tragic event forced her to retire and settle in Ama. Arya's daily life, her love for dance, and her dreams of becoming a great dancer like her mother. Arya helps her mother with their family's bakery, but she often sneaks away to practice her dance moves in secret. And it was that time of the year the people of Ama was prepare for the annual harvest festival, a crucial event to ensure the land's fertility and prosperity. Arya's mother is chosen to perform the final dance, the Dance of the Gods, but she falls ill just before the festival. Arya takes her place in the final dance, despite her lack of experience. Her performance is mesmerizing, and the villagers are impressed. Arya's performance impresses Chima, the village elder, who recognizes her potential as a dancing oracle. Chima reveals to Arya that she is the chosen one, destined to communicate with the gods through dance and prevent an impending disaster threatening the land. Arya is skeptical as time goes on. She begins to experience vivid visions and dreams hinting at the calamity. She sees images of a great darkness spreading across the land, destroying crops and villages. Chima, the village elder, sends Arya on a journey to the sacred grove, a mystical place where the gods once walked among mortals. Arya is uncertain but feels compelled to follow her destiny. Nkem, Arya's mother, gave her blessings as she prepares for the journey ahead. Along the way, after 21 days, she meets a young traveler, Igwe, who joins her on her quest. Igwe is charming and skilled, but Arya is unsure if she can trust him. As Arya and Igwe journeyed to the sacred grove, they encountered various obstacles and challenges. They had to navigate treacherous terrain, avoid deadly creatures, and solve complex puzzles that tested their wit and courage. Along the way, Arya learned more about Igwe's past and his motivations for joining her on this quest. Igwe, it turned out, he was a former member of a secret society that had been searching for the sacred grove for centuries. He had left the society after disagreeing with their methods and goals, and had been searching for a way to redeem himself ever since. Arya was torn between her trust in Igwe and her doubts about his intentions. She couldn't deny the chemistry between them, but she also couldn't shake off the feeling that he was hiding something from her. As they reached the sacred grove, Arya was struck by its beauty and power. The ancient trees seemed to hum with energy, and the air was filled with a sweet, intoxicating scent. She could feel the presence of the gods all around her, and she knew that this was where she was meant to be. The dances, however, proved to be more challenging than Arya had anticipated. Each dance required a different level of skill, strength, and grace, and Arya had to push herself to her limits to master them. Igwe was a great help, offering guidance and support whenever she needed it. But as they progressed through the dances, Arya began to realize that Igwe was hiding something from her. He seemed to know more about the sacred grove and the dances than he was letting on, and Arya started to suspect that he had an ulterior motive for helping her. One night, as they were preparing for the final dance at the sacred grove, Arya confronted Igwe about her suspicions. Igwe, taken aback by her accusations, revealed a shocking truth: that he was the son of the god of darkness called a cuckoo, and he had been sent to the mortal realm to prevent Arya from unlocking the secrets of the oracle. Arya was torn between her feelings for Igwe and her duty to fulfill her destiny. She didn't know what to believe or who to trust, but she knew that she had to make a choice. Arya's mind raced as she tried to process Igwe's revelation. She couldn't believe that the person she had come to trust and care for was actually the son of the cuckoo. She felt betrayed and confused, unsure of what to do next. But as she looked into Igwe's eyes, she saw something there that gave her pause. She saw a deep sadness and regret, a sense of longing and desire to make things right. And in that moment, Arya realized that Igwe was not his father's pawn, but a complex and multifaceted individual with his own motivations and desires. "Igwe," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "Why are you telling me this now? Why did you help me if you're supposed to stop me?" Igwe sighed, his shoulders slumping in defeat. I know it's hard to understand or believe me, Arya, but I couldn't bear the thought of hurting you. I've come to care for you deeply, and I want to help you fulfill your destiny, not prevent it. Arya's heart went out to him, and she saw the truth in his words. She knew that she had to make a choice, and fast before is too late. She could either trust Igwe and work together to find a solution, or she could reject him and continue on her own. But as she looked into his eyes, she knew that she couldn't turn her back on him. She saw the good in him, the potential for redemption and growth. And she knew that together, they could achieve great things. Okay, she said finally, her voice firm and resolute. I'll trust you, Igwe, but you have to promise me one thing. You have to promise me that you'll help me fulfill my destiny, no matter what it takes. Igwe's face lit up with hope and determination. I promise, Arya. I'll do everything in my power to help you become the dancing oracle. And with that, Arya knew that she had made the right decision. She and Igwe would face the challenges ahead together, as allies and friends, and nothing could stop them from achieving their goals. Arya and Igwe stood before the final dance, their hearts pounding with excitement and nerves. They knew that this was their moment, the culmination of all their hard work and dedication. As they began to dance, their movements were fluid and graceful, their bodies seeming to melt together in perfect harmony. The music swelled around them, a crescendo of sound that echoed through the sacred grove. And then, in a flash of light, it happened. Arya felt the power of the oracle surge through her, a rush of energy that seemed to lift her off the ground. She was no longer just a dancer, but a vessel for the gods themselves. The dance ended, and Arya stood tall, her eyes shining with a newfound power. Igwe gazed at her in awe, his eyes filled with tears of joy. Arya, you did it, he whispered. You're the dancing oracle. Arya smiled, her heart full of gratitude. We did it, Igwe, she said. We did it together. As they embraced, the gods themselves appeared before them, their faces shining with approval. Arya, you have fulfilled the first phase of your destiny, they said. You have become the dancing oracle, a bridge between the mortal and divine realms. With this she knew she had found her true purpose, and she was ready to use her powers to bring balance and harmony to the world. But as she looked at Igwe, she knew that their journey was far from over. They had a new path to follow, one that would take them to the depths of the underworld and back again. Arya and Igwe stood before the gods, their hearts filled with a sense of purpose and destiny. They knew that their journey was far from over, but they were ready for whatever lay ahead. We will use our powers to bring balance and harmony to the world, Arya said, her voice firm and resolute. And we will do it together, Igwe added, his eyes shining with determination. The gods nodded in approval, their faces shining with pride. We will be watching over you, Arya and Igwe, they said, and we will guide you on your path. And with that, Arya and Igwe embarked on their new journey, one that would take them to the depths of the underworld and back again. They faced many challenges along the way, but they always stood together, their love and determination driving them forward. In the end, they emerged victorious, their powers combined in a final, triumphant dance. The world was saved, and Arya and Igwe stood as heroes, their names etched in the annals of history. But their greatest achievement was not their victory, but their love. For in a world filled with darkness and danger, they had found each other, and had held on to each other no matter what. And so, their story became a legend, a tale of true love and determination that would inspire generations to come.